Hello there and welcome to Behind the Bunker. We're back. We missed last week, but we are back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Todd Ansich. I'm back from 2 weeks away. Happy to be here. With me tonight, I have no Josh Zubizabrickus, but I do have a Gavin Sharma. He's from TerraTech Industries.
I'm from TerraTech Industries, and I'm far sexier than that Zubrickus character. And I thank you all for tuning in this evening. And you know what? It's Monday night. Some crazy times going on in our world right now, but I do want you to spread some joy, not some other stuff, and hit like and share.
You can only spread the joy if you're more than 6 feet away from somebody.
If you're 6 feet away, hit like, share, start a watch party, because you know what? We have to spread some love into the world right now.
Yeah. I'd like to buy the world a Coke.
That's what.
That's like 70s.
That's what Tony Montana said.
All right, we have Joe Kimson from Flag Artist Paintball.
Okay, thanks for tuning in tonight, and welcome to beautiful Behind the Bunker. As we navigate through these uncertain times globally, not just here at Behind the Bunker, where we are hunkered, but through this global situation. But let's talk about paintball and all things paintball, because that's why you're here.
Maybe Matt can put up a survey. I'd like to hear how many of you are actually happy that I'm back, or if you would like it just to be the Josh, Gavin, and Joe show like last time.
Hello, George.
I do want to point out, Todd, right before we went on air, let's keep it positive. Let's not talk about the negativity. What do? We jump right into it. We're like, screw you, Todd.
Screw you, Todd.
Yeah. So we're going to announce this a couple times during the night, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it before the show, but starting this Saturday, you can come over here, Matt, see if it's working. We're going to be doing a quarantine show live from the studio.
What?
So we're going to try and do that for the next few Saturdays while sports are canceled and people are quarantined to their homes.
No sports, no problem. BTB's got your back.
So that happens every Saturday night for the next few weeks, starting at 8 o'clock.
That's right,
and,
my friends.
might not be a lot of paintball chat. It might just be us bantering, but we're going to put on a show regardless. Now,
I'm hoping to be drunk and bare-knuckle fight you, Todd, at some point over the next few weeks.
So, yeah, lots of whiskey, lots of banter. And here's what we're also going to do. So that is going to happen on Saturday nights, but we're thinking that every night, other than Monday and Saturday, we're going to re-air one of our shows every night at 8 o'clock. I know there's no sports to watch. I know there's not a lot on the go.
And who wants to hang out with your damn family?
Well, and that's just it. So we're gonna re-air some of our past shows, some of our favorites.
We got you, fam.
So if you're looking for something, tune in every night at 8 o'clock on our channel, and we'll have it hopefully on YouTube as well as Facebook. And are we on YouTube as well right now, Matt? Is it working?
Yeah, I want to say yes.
Very good. And if you guys are watching us in the YouTube chat, we are watching your comments as well.
So Monday night shows and Saturday night shows, that is good value for BTB listeners.
Yeah, Monday and Saturday. So all you naysayers that I took last week off, and we all did take last week off, here you go. We're going to shove some more episodes down your throat for the next few weeks.
Cram it down your pie hole.
So I don't know what's worse, the virus or us. So we'll find out. So
Either
there you go.
Either way, you're dying.
So we're going to try to get you guys sticking behind the bunker here. So again, the quarantine show will be live Saturday night at 8 o'clock, and we're going to go live and re-air shows every night at 8 o'clock. But
Nice.
Mondays and Saturdays will remain to be our live, where you can actually see us. And I'll be honest with you, if I'm broadcasting them, I'm watching in the live chat, so you can banter with me as well. And if anyone's at home board, they can certainly do the same.
Well, that's nice.
Gavin,
Yes.
you and Joe both asked me before the show, how was my 2 weeks off? What did I do?
I did ask you that. That was the first
Jerk
thing I
ass.
asked.
Not a one comment, not a one question.
Just because I don't care doesn't mean I won't listen.
That's true. If you guys are watching us live, by the way, hit that like and share button and let people know that we are live tonight. I am so happy to be back because Tom Bertrand is back.
Yeah, buddy.
Tom Bertrand.
Yeah. So last 2 weeks I was away. I was in Florida. I'm going to give a 2-minute, maybe a 1-minute presentation of what I did.
Nobody cares.
I was in Florida at a place called Aviator. I got a couple pics, Matt, nothing crazy. Aviator PPG, learning how to get, I was getting my ultralight license. I was learning how to power paramotor. And what that is
You're also learning how to grow a beard.
I was learning how, go back to that. Look at that. And that was only the 4th day. That wasn't the last day. You can see a lot of grays in there. I was trying to be Josh, and it wasn't working. But that's what it was. So basically, you strap a wing to yourself, and with the help of the motor on the back, you can literally run into the sky. And so there I am on my last day before
That's a flattering shot, by the way.
Yeah. But you know how Simpsons predicts everything? Someone sent me that. Eric Richards sent me that, actually. Yeah. So I had a blast. Thank you to the guys at Aviator PPG for having me down. It was awesome. Also, thank you to Christian from Enola Gay. He sent me some smoke grenades, and we took some promo shots. I'll post them up on Instagram in the next couple of days.
Look at that smoke face.
Yeah.
Smoke face.
So I took a couple pictures like that, and then I had one of the instructors. He took his machine and actually flew through. He had laced the ground with some smoke, and he had flown through it. So
Nice.
we'll post it up on social media in the next couple of days. And then I had an opportunity to sell paintball to the world through another sport's eyes. I was on this. This is Ask Aviators live stream, and they get decent numbers, and it's all varying age people that are into aviation. And I was invited to come on the show. And I was on there for what I thought was going to be 5 minutes, and it turns out, Gavin, would you say that I took over the show?
I would say, I don't want to say too much in case they're watching right now, but I think you certainly saved the show for them. I've had saltines that were more moist.
Well, it wasn't that bad. They have a great show, but it's all avionics, so it's very dry. But
My airplane sound.
yeah,
Sound like a Cessna.
so whatever. So it was good. And then after that, Gavin, thank you for the nice words. You had given me some compliments on that, and I also want to post this up. This is Brian Inception Designs posted this. Let me zoom. He says, I watched your interview on the Aviation Live feed, and I wanted to reach out and say thank you for the nice work. Bridging the gap, other markets had been real struggle for marketing paintball. To see anything that touches other walks of life outside of very tight paintball circle, it was exciting. I also saw Tom Cole on Vegas news program, as well as I really hope this is a growing trend and keeps the outreach going. So
Agreed.
we'll touch base with Tom Cole in a second, but so basically this aviation podcast, I would say 90% of the time that I was talking, it was about paintball, and we had people from the audience that were talking about their markers and asking which ones were good. And one of the hosts had played paintball. Joe and I met, going back to this picture here, Joe and I met this fellow. This is Eric Farwell. We met him in 2000 and I don't remember when you and I went to with the girls we went to NXL.
Right.
World Cup.
No, sorry, it was PSP.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was
Living
World Cup,
Legends.
he said.
Okay.
Living Legends and
See, I wasn't paying attention.
you weren't paying attention. So he was there, and he was filming FPS Russia, Woody's Gamer Tag, and Kitty. That's when we met her.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So we had an interesting conversation about that as well. So anyways, if you guys ever want to give it a try, it was fantastic. Here's one of my highlights. This I flew over several times. This is probably only 20 feet above, but you can see right here there's a bald eagle and a bald eagle's nest, and the mother was somewhere around. I think it was right there. But they were there all week, so that was pretty cool. One other highlight for me being away, and then we'll get back to the show here, is I had an opportunity to take a shooting course with a guy named Jim Farwell, some sort of a good shooter guy. Taught us some new skills, was pretty awesome, and that's me holding a 30-round magazine, which was pretty awesome. We don't get those in Canada.
That would be a grin of the shit-eating variety.
Oh, it was a blast. It was a blast. We went through, I can't even tell you how many rounds. It was a lot. All the boxes he had bought, we pretty much went through. Speaking of guns, did anybody see this picture? Anybody know who that is?
That's Bud.
I just thought it was pretty cool.
It was like, get off my lawn.
Yeah. Hey.
What the hell is going on there?
He's dancing.
Remember when the show wasn't live yet? George thought he would do a jig and just entertain the crowd. So there you go. If you ever want to know who George was, there he is. So that was my trip in a nutshell. I'm really happy. I would like to do that again sometime soon. So getting back to paintball, Dave Reed sent this in. This is his new Harrogate Mafia. Is that how you pronounce that? Anyways, these are his new digs for his team. But why I pointed it out is you can see right there on the left chesticle, you can see our logo, and then on the back or on the front here of their playing jerseys, you see it as well.
Nice.
Very nice. Oh, I just noticed the brim of his fedora has a British flag.
Very cool.
Pretty cool. Some new digs from Exalt, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen their new headband designs?
No, but please share.
Oh, well, there they are. Have a look. Some also new things, other new products that they have here is the new colors for their ball sizers.
And that's for paintballs. I made that mistake, and it got really ugly.
Oh.
Well, your problem was you started when it was cold, and then you could never get them off again. Here, they also have some new headgear, both some flat brim hats as well as some toques.
Cool.
Hoodies are nice.
And not to play favorites, but this is still my favorite.
Kenny?
The wood grips.
It makes it good.
If I didn't have a custom Inception's design autococker grip for my gun,
Yeah, buddy.
I would play with these. And then new goggle bags as well as new charcoal cases.
In limited colors of gray.
That's right. Speaking of our friend Simon from Inception's Design, we got this picture from Chris Brandt. Do you know what's so special about this? Not only is it an Inception's Design marker, but he got himself 10% off by using the BTB
How
code.
did you do that, Todd? Damn it.
Is it 10 or 15% off at Inception's Design for putting BTB in?
We can say any number we want, but at checkout, they'll be sadly disappointed if we can say anything more than 15.
It's either BTB 10 or BTB 15, so put those in there. Before we get to mail time, this was sent in by Ian Duguay. He says we can still play paintball and be safe from the coronavirus. Just don't touch other people's balls and touch your face. Very nice.
Oh.
Matt's giving the painful sound. All right. Matt, what's next?
I don't know, whatever you want.
Oh, I thought you were going to play the mail time segment.
Sure, if you'd like me to.
Mail time.
Mail time.
Mail time. Mail time.
The mail's here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is mail time right now, the time where I get to rip open my sack and read some of the correspondence that you have sent in. And given the global position that we are in right now,
Standing.
the sack is a little small, so it is chilly out tonight, and the sack is small, but I will read what you have sent in. All right. So this is going in cold, just like the small sack. Please don't talk about anything but paintball in tonight's show. No. No, screw you. All right, so here is a question that I think is on many people's minds, given what's going on in fields. I'm just really worried about paintball. And this is from Brian Del Alba. I'm really worried about paintball. I can't get half of my supplies from a manufacturer right now because nothing is coming out of China. The fields have to worry about people not wanting to share masks. Our industry is clinging by a thread, and our storefronts are almost wiped out. So basically, all stores are left open and have been forever. They're using the ups and downs. They need the spring money to rejuvenate and reignite their store. So they need some stimulus packages for manufacturers. What do you think, gentlemen?
I'll send you some stimulus packages.
14-year-old.
What the hell, Joseph? We're on the air.
When we were all 14, we had stimulus.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. I wasn't. China and 14 is what all I heard there.
I'm thinking mail.
When we were all
You're upset about your mail order
when
bride.
we were all 14, we had stimulus packages. Now they're not. So
I'll take the zero.
I'll take the zero. That's right. Eddie Murphy, I'll take the zero.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think this whole thing is going to blow over soon, but I get that China's been closed for a while, and now they're finally back open, and I don't know that the virus is the issue for the parts. I think it's just the way that it is right now.
So as a sport, we're pretty protected, right? You're wearing a mask anyway. You are not more than 10 feet away from a person.
Yeah.
So in terms of
The
getting people
unfor-
out and exercising, but
The unfortunate thing is everyone now has these rules of you can't have crowds bigger than 100 or 25 or 50 or
15.
or
It's
10
10
or
now
10
in the
depending on
United States.
what region you are or whatever, right? So that's going to not only kill paintball, it's going to kill everything. I mean,
So understandably, people are reserved about doing anything other than being a cocoon and living in the house because they're worried about spreading the virus. They're trying to slow things down. You're getting government and everybody else saying, okay, let's just all separate from each other for a bit. So I'm hoping the next couple of weeks after the March break or spring break and in the US of A, that people come back to their senses, have a little bit more confidence, and it has flattened the curve a bit, and hospitals can catch up, and we're back to business as usual.
yeah, I hope so.
But I hope everybody learns a lesson from this whole thing. Wash your damn hands.
Don't touch your face.
I'm also hoping that, and again, I'm being optimistic, but I'm hoping that in Canada where we are, it's a 3-week mandate because the kids are out of school or are out of school for 3 weeks. So really, it's a 3-week mandate for sure. I'm hoping that by the time 3 weeks over or whenever this whole thing is lifted, that people are going to be so bored, they're going to have nothing else but want to go out and do things. So you're going to go play
For sure.
paintballs, they're going to go back to the movie theaters, they're going to go back to the restaurants, and hopefully we'll recoup all that money's lost. Because, I mean, a lot of restaurants, they live every 2 weeks. They're week to week.
Yeah.
And without having income for a couple of weeks and still having rent to pay, most restaurants, you're going to see them done.
But I really feel for gentlemen like yourselves, the field owners, right, who have had they're losing some momentum, right? So paintball was certainly on an upswing. We were looking at it. It was getting very excited for the season.
Yep.
As in this area, it's spring, so we're ready to kick things off.
Yeah.
This couldn't come out at a worse time. I mean, obviously, the human tragedy and just the global economy alone, I think it's just really bad timing for the beginning of a season without field owners really reaping the impact or the benefit of the upswing.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. On the other side of it, we do have some time to reset. I mean, we have some guns to fix. We have some new bunkers coming in this week that we're going to probably swap out. We've got other things that we can kind of do maintenance-wise to get caught up.
Yeah.
But I could do that also while we're open,
for
right?
sure.
So it sucks.
So, in the more fields I see on Facebook, too, there's a number of fields who continue to close based on both direction and just nobody coming out. So, as you're sitting here, you're enjoying the program. I don't want you to get depressed. I want you to clean off all your equipment, get ready for when this thing blows over, and then once that happens, make sure you support your local fields by going out and purchasing paint, purchasing field rental or equipment and bringing friends out. Grow the sport now more than ever.
Bobby in the live chat has a great comment. He says, support your local field by buying memberships.
Amen, brother.
I think Joe had said that as well tonight. I think maybe we'll
I did it already, Todd. Thanks.
we'll do something like that. And then, but I think support local. Yeah. And then Mitchell Wojcik in the live chat says, I have a girlfriend who I socially distance myself from. So good for you. I have a few more questions before you cinch up your sack, Gavin.
Please.
They're digitally submitted, so.
Ooh, I like it.
Ryan McGee, he says, here's a question for Gavin to pull out of his sack.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you guys think there will ever come a day where field owners across the board can agree on such things as a standard for referee training and rules enforcements at the field? Which will better the experience for players. So Joe's answered the question. I kind of agree with him.
Okay, so
Can't even get people to go to paintball extravaganza to share information.
Okay,
let
so you
alone-
said good luck. So outside of paintball extravaganza, why don't you think that was going to be successful, Joseph?
I just don't think there's any unity in the fields, and I think I don't really have any. We've been struggling with this for a long time. I know there's pseudo field associations all over, but there's no unity, and you can't get buy-in, and it's. I think the whole industry needs some sort of shake-up.
Or an overseeing body as well.
Yeah.
Right, somebody who can regulate, who can have a set standard, but every field operates completely different independently, and you're hoping there's some collaboration and cooperation between fields, but ultimately, I don't think that's going to exist until we can all sort of unify and have sort of overseeing body of
The
that.
problem is we speak to a lot of great fields. The fields that come to extravaganza, the local Canadian fields that we have a good rapport with, we all get it. And we're all trying to help build our business. But there are fields out there that don't come to extravaganza, that don't really put the emphasis on their business that we do. And when you go to their fields, and I'm not pointing any fingers, but certain things like having an appropriate height of mesh that separates the playing field from the spectators, and spectators getting hit in the staging area. These should be things that a paintball field owner should know how to address. And okay, I get it that there's no industry standard, but where we are, it's higher than it should be. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Airsoft goggles to play paintball with airsoft masks. Until we get some sort of get people on the program, at least wear ANSI approved eyewear and use barrel bags, then we can maybe get some consistency.
And you have less resistance from players who float around from field to field and then have objections when you actually want to enforce safety rules.
Yeah. So that's a tough question, and until there's an actual, what do we call it, association,
college, whatever,
which half the fields wanted to pay for, another half didn't. So like you're lucky. Yeah, it's frustrating. Another digital submission here. Donnie Bennett posted. He says, really enjoyed the show. Looking forward to the next one. I guess the last one was the first one he watched.
Yes, that was without Todd. He really enjoyed it.
Last week was good.
I'm sorry, Donnie. And then here's a question from my friend Ryan McGee. He says, and another question. Why do you guys think the biggest problem in scenario game community is... you know what? I'm going to leave this because I know you guys addressed that, and this question was from 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to basically relegate that and say, hey, go back and watch last episode.
Do your own work, jerk.
A couple more things here. David Veldoff had posted up. He had given us a rating on our Facebook page, which you guys are welcome to do. He says, fun and informative show. Great group of guys talking about what we love, paintball. So very cool. Thank you, Mr. David Veldoff. And what else do I have here? So, Zane, I got your question. He's asking, could someone on the next show explain how the NXL works with divisions? John Dresser posted the best answer, and I'm going to let you guys go back to our Facebook page and read that. If you want to go to Behind the Bunker Viewers, it's a fan page that you guys can go and subscribe to there. What else? Oh, I saw this the other day. Remember we were talking about how I'd really like to see paintball have a microchip in it so that you can see where they go, who shot it,
that sounds
what
cheap
impact.
too, yeah.
Sounds super cheap. Well, here it is, the Graph Golf. It has an app. You buy their silly golf ball, has a chip inside, gives you all the information, tells you how long the shot was, how hard, what the height was, the girth.
Just save the digs to the end.
Yeah. So whatever. So neat. Someday that will come out. Did you guys notice Enola Gay has a new look? They have new packaging for their smoke grenades this year. So make sure you check them out at your local field or shop.
We just got some of their new displays. They're pretty slick.
Yeah. And if you like what Joe's wearing, head on over to Enola Gay and you can buy their hoodies online. Yeah, there you go. And also they have new duffels and rucksacks.
Satchels?
And backpacks and satchels. There you go. OD green, black, and
Tan.
coyote. Can you really call it?
I think it's just, they just call it tan. I don't think
Really?
they call it coyote tan.
Okay. Speaking of a tan, anyone know who that
Who's
is?
that?
Dan Blazarian.
All right, I posted this on Facebook the other day, and half you guys hate Dan Blazarian, and I get it. I get it. Okay,
Look at his
he is a
reach.
guy, but yes, look at his reach. You're referring to his baby arm, but look at his reach. He has so many people on.
And then you use that. Making fun of me.
on Instagram and Facebook. So that is his own private field at his mansion in Nevada, and you can see all his team guys are all playing, sporting their Empire jerseys and packs and stuff. So just one of those posts put paintball in front of more people than anybody else in social media on paintball right now. So thank you to Dan Blazarian for that, even though you might think he's a bit of a tool. We talked about this a couple weeks ago as well. These are the carpets. And I made the comment, I said, wouldn't that be great if they made a paintball one? So Rob Ryan sent that in. He had photoshopped that. Pretty cool. I think Joe commented that it'd suck having to trip on all those little pointy things.
You think Lego's bad?
Yeah. Very good. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to do team feature shortly. If you guys would like to have your team featured on the show, well, we don't know who you are, so send your information in. And a reminder that starting this Saturday night, guys, we are going to do a live show every Saturday night while sports are off the air. We're going to call it the Quarantine Show. And you guys can check that out every Sunday night at 8.
Saturday, my friend.
Saturday night at 8.
You're too early for next week if you start on Sunday.
So here's what it is. Monday nights and Saturday nights.
What the hell?
Mondays and Saturdays. There's the rhyme. Mondays and Saturdays, we're going to be live at 8. Every other night of the week at 8 o'clock, we're going to do a rewind show so you guys can watch some of our old episodes. So while you're trolling through Facebook, you'll be able to pop in and out and have a look. So check that out, ladies and gentlemen. And Planet Eclipse. Where are they these days, Joe?
I have a PESA, Planet Eclipse service announcement.
I like
Yeah,
that.
you like that? I just came up with that. That's the acronym. This comes to us from Jerry Batesy, Technical Support Coordinator at Planet Eclipse USA. There's 3 events on deck for the weekend. March 21st and 22nd, we'll see the MXL, Mexican X-Ball League event in the Guadalajara Open. 46 teams are signed up to play, so they're setting a tech. March 22nd, the NRPL event with 30 teams. They'll have a tech there. And lastly, the group at White River Paintball will be hosting a big game, Fall of Berlin. Ja, thanks, as one of our annual big games that we've attended in the past. So Planet Eclipse will have technical service advisors in the support team at each of these events to take care of all the PE guns. But you know what? Their techs are going to be bored because the Eclipse markers are bulletproof.
Guadalajara. Is that from, the movie Romancing the Stone? Do you remember that?
That was in Colombia.
No, Cartagena.
Yeah.
That's the word they overused in that show. Sorry, Cartagena.
I was in Cartagena in the 90s, and we had no business being there.
I couldn't think of a segue, but you know who should be there?
Who should?
Since you're talking Planet Eclipse. Did you guys know Planet Eclipse? They are the creators of the most incredible tournament paintball markers, soft goods, and gear. They have the winningest paintball markers in paintball, and now innovators in mechanical actions like the M170R and the new MG100 MagFed Marvel, guys. Check them out at your local retail store.
EG is the world's leading manufacturer of smoke grenades, thunderflash, airsoft, and paintball grenades for use in theater, film, photography, and of course paintball. Pull a tab at your next event. #PopSmoke. If you don't want smoke because they get too hot, get some of their new textile line.
And Arabs are proudly made in the USA. Their thick welded seam, stainless steel hardware, multiple color options, and layouts available. 2020 is here. Their fields are shipping. Get it now. But ask about full color printing and custom logo options. Customize your next field with Arabs.
And Ruthless Paintball Products caters to both professional players and weekend warriors. They've set a new level of paintball playing apparel. You can head on over to their website and use our BTB15 Primo code. That's a promo code, and it is Primo. For 15% off of their products.
Okay, Matt, do you hear that?
That's
Hear
awesome.
what?
I don't know, my nipples are hard though.
Oh, shit.
It's a Primo promo
No,
code.
but did you hear him? Hear what?
It's awesome.
But more than just swabs and pads, Exalt is a way of life. Available at asserting retailers, fields, shops, and shows. Tournament ready, battle proven, Exalt.
In the beginning, you fall out of a tree, you stumble down a rocky cliff, you wade chest deep through a mosquito-infested bog, then you realize you're surrounded. It's party time. You own a Tippmann now. Combine Empire, JT, Tippmann, and V-Force, and you get the world's largest distributor of everything paintball, GI Sports.
Mikey Everett in the live chat says thick. Yes, after Matt's read, I just...
Tommy Guns, was that the voice of God?
DLX Technologies, guys, is the manufacturer of the Lux paintball marker, as well as other great product lines like the SP Shocker, the GOG Enemy, and the Freak Barrels, just to name a few. They're a longtime manufacturer of paintball gear, and they have the product that you can trust. And the product, well, it's outstanding.
For over 50 years, Altama has proudly carried militaries from across the globe through every challenging environment, including malls, jungle, deserts, and urban battle zones. Make Altama your next paintball, airsoft, or everyday shoe.
I want to get one of those everyday shoes.
Everyday shoe. We have,
Oh
we
my God.
have those everyday shoes. Come and see me. I can order you. I'll order
I also
you.
want to get.
I'll order you a pair.
I also want to get Matt
Matt?
to my voicemail.
I'll have you.
Carrying on, not all ninjas wear black with advanced colorways and coatings, adjustable regulators, remote lines, fill stations, hydro testing, and more. Ninja products have what it takes to keep you out in front and always in the game. Made in America and always full of air.
Christopher Pringle says your voice is like smooth caramel.
I like smooth caramel.
Mikey Everett sounded sexy. Yeah.
We're going to get a
Subscribe
whole
to
new
my-
demographic.
Subscribe to my ASMR channel on YouTube.
Rick Shard wants to know why Todd is wearing a civilian shirt.
I'm actually wearing an EG shirt underneath here. Look at that. It's a little chilly in here. And the shirt's a little thin. So I need to wear a sweater, I'm being told.
Because we don't have a paintball extravaganza sweatshirt
Yeah,
or
we don't have
T-shirt
any-
or
yeah.
no,
You know,
no extravaganza
I
sweat.
saw some excellent paintball extravaganza
Golf shirts
Golf
and-
shirts,
yeah.
yeah, they were really good.
Got nothing for us, Rick.
Nothing. Rick, I want to reach out to you. Okay, appropriately.
Reach around.
I
It's a family show.
I might want to talk to you. You and I, last words we spoke, you had some Pelican cases. I want to talk to you about. I might need
No, it's
need one.
pelicans.
Yeah, he just had pelicans.
It's a room full of birds.
Rick Chard still lives in bedrock.
He's running a pelican ring.
All right. So a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, every Saturday night for the next few weeks, we're going to do a live show as well as Monday nights. And every other night of the week, we're going to do we're going to re-air old episodes at 8 o'clock.
We got you covered.
So every night of the week at 8 o'clock, there's some sort of behind the bunkery goodness. Now, Saturday night, not sure what kind of content we're going to have. It might not be paintball. It might just be some stuff. So come in, chill in, and let us know.
Wait, can I drink?
Yeah, buddy. Why not?
You can have a beer.
Due to the virus,
More than that.
you need to have some sort of alcohol.
It's 420
apparently.
friendly.
Or you drink hot coffee or tea.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Did you guys get through all? Last week we had a couple sheets in reference, or 2 weeks ago we had sheets in reference to team names. Did you get through all those?
Oh, I think so.
Did you? Okay, I was not sure.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have team feature. We'll get to in just a minute. Paintball around the world. Josh isn't here, so we're going to skip that. And we do have Prices Right lined up, so maybe we'll get to that as well. Why don't we start with some team feature?
Team feature.
Who's doing this, Joe?
Yeah, and we don't have a theme, so they're hearing us
2,
right now going
1.
team feature. I
I
know Gavin's doing
team
it.
feature. Who's doing? Gavin's doing it.
No, Joe's doing it. I want to hear what he comes up with.
All right. This comes to us. Who's the team name?
Here. It's all yours.
I thought you had it.
I did.
Well, who's
And I got
doing it?
cut.
Here, you want me to do it?
Do it. Yeah.
You don't even have the
It's
picture up.
it's your segment now.
All right, whatever. This comes to us. We are a team out of Detroit, Michigan. They are currently sitting at 11 members, but hoping to recruit a few more. They play primarily at Hell Survivors Paintball in Pinckney, Michigan. We do not currently have a home field, but are looking to take one on very soon. They are currently have paintball sponsorship with Virtue, Bunker Kings, HK Army, Carbon, GI Sports, and most recently the personal sportsmanship include Top Notch Grizzly, B&B Lawn Care, Popular Nerd, a non-profit organization. The captain is Matt Guru Walton, who's related to John Boy. He used to live in the mountains of Virginia, and his first White River Paintball event takes place on March 20th and 22nd. And his second event will be Commanding Living Legends 13. He joins Red Commander Joe Outcast Perez, and XO DJ will lead the Gerion Legion. They're very excited about the upcoming season.
There we go.
How did I do, Gavin?
Fantastic. Actually, better than me. It's your segment
No
now.
way. it's
So,
your
ladies and
segment.
gentlemen, follow Mutant Paintball on all their social media channels. Looks like they're watching right now. Go ahead and post up if you guys have a live channel there, Mutant Paintball 313.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Perez says, great group of guys.
Oh,
Thanks.
us or
Yeah.
them?
I appreciate that.
Speaking of Joe Perez, well, since I know he's in there, I have something from him that I'd like to show you guys. Also, who was it in the live chat just said, here he goes. Dannon Hardy says, I'm thinking about getting some atomic pickles and playing some shooty ball in the house during the quarantine. We have some of those atomic pickle shooty balls, and they're fantastic. Depending on the marker that you have, the ball detons don't necessarily hold them in that well. But if you have no other choice, they're great. But I would still definitely wear paintball goggles because
Just let the wife know.
all right, so I have something from Joe Perez I'll get to in just a second.
All right.
Before I do that, I had a package that was sent to me from these guys.
Ruthless.
Oh, look at
Ruthless
that.
Paintball Products. So thank you to John. John sent a bunch of stuff in. So I'm going to give you guys each one of those.
Brian Rag.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Brian.
And Matt the Crip gets one. There we go, and that's all I got.
Nice.
Sorry, Matty. I know, Matt. Dad, yeah. So they have a couple new things. Ruthless has some new headbands. You guys should definitely check them out. I'll show you this one here. I don't know what pattern you would call that.
That's like
Garter snake.
Yeah, it could be. And then these aren't leggings, but these are the new Ruthless pants I asked for.
Nice.
Look
Pantalone.
at those. I would say almost pantalones. I'll take some pictures later in the week and
Ew,
let
please
you
don't.
guys have a look.
With the pants on, please.
With the pants.
And then this is the shirt that I ordered.
Nice.
Yeah. How come you're not putting it on?
I just got it.
Because it's cold in here, Todd.
Yeah. So that's the new Flag Rider shirts that we ordered. We're going to order some more from him for this season as well. So very cool. And I think we're going to try to order some coyote tan,
We should order some coyote brown.
Hershey, whatever colors they're going to be. So yeah.
Hershey.
I'm going to work on that this week. Here, Gavin, since your mail time segment. So this came in the post about 3 weeks ago. Unfortunately, because our show we had some issues, we just didn't get it on the air. So, Joe, since you're watching right now, I want to have an opportunity to open it up. And
Gavin,
thank you very
on
much.
your right side.
Okay, but I haven't shifted it at all to the show.
Oh, look at your knife. It's very sharp. Have you been sharpening knives?
It's just my kitchen ones, but these are next.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, it's a
Can
morph suit.
someone? Oh, yeah. Can someone tag Joe Perez for me, just so he knows we're chatting about him if he's left the chat?
I think he's. Whoa! Look at that.
Whoa, there's a bunch of shirts.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, buddy.
That's very exciting, but there's no juice.
No juice.
No, why no juice?
No juice.
Very cool.
They're very cool.
Are these for us?
Are they for us? I don't know.
I think we're supposed to give them to the homeless, he said.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
I appreciate that. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Yeah. And once
Nice.
again, Maddie doesn't get anything.
Look at this. I got
I'm
so
used to
many.
it.
I got so many gifts, and Matt gets nothing.
Mitch wants to know where you can order one of those Flag Rider shirts. We have them in stock now, so all you got to do is come by the shop, and you can pick one up there, or we can send you one if you are not local. So, John Maskin wants to know why we didn't order a BTB branded hazmat suit.
I have one.
It's coming. All right. Well, we have a few minutes left, Matt. Why don't we do a quick Price is Right? We All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the program, all you got to do is we are doing Price is Right. I'm going to show you an item that has sold on eBay that Matt had found, and you guys are going to help us bid. And the person that gets closest to it without going over wins nothing, but you can brag that you won. So these are all paintball-related items. Much like this first one up for bid, it says paintball paint jeggings. Pink blue stretchy yoga art. What do you think of them, Gavin? Would you be wearing those?
I am wearing those right now.
And I can attest that they are stretchy. Not really stretchy, but they're stretchy.
Just around the knees.
Just around the knees, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what you need to do is put in the live chat and let us know what you guys think these are going to sell for, and help Gavin, Joe, and Mondu. We'll get you to bid on these as well. Why not? Up for bids, Tim Fusker Hodge says $29.95. Tommy Gunn says 2 rolls of paper towel, Bob.
Ooh, that's crazy money.
No kidding. Mikey Everett says $8.99, Bob. Joe Perez says $29, Bob. Thank you, Joe, again for the T-shirts.
Indeed. Thanks, bud.
George Hayes says, hey, $28.
28.
What are you guys thinking?
I'm going $40 even, Bob.
Okay. Flo Salmon says $21.99, and Eric Park says $10. I think Flo's on crack.
I was going to say 39, but that's too close to Gavin, so I'm going to
It
go
sure
with
is.
36.
Oh, look at that.
Very good. All right, Mondu, what are you thinking? Mitch Wojnak in the live YouTube chat says $14.95, Bob, and Butternuts. it says $25.
What the hell?
That's his name. You can
That's
put
a
it on the. Can
great
you show
name.
that? He's under the YouTubes.
Butternuts.
Yeah,
Squash.
butternuts.
Butternut squash.
See, there you go. So if you're on YouTube, you too can have your comment up. Butternuts, $25. All right, Mondu, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go for $1.
$1. Okay. Bill Scribner says 22 pounds.
Yeah, it's in
That's about
Britain.
what she looks like in the photo. Yeah, Rick Chard, $20 US. Okay, this sold. Well, all the bets are in, right?
Yep.
This sold for $14.36.
What? Oh, I overbid.
Who won?
Mondu.
$1.
Yeah.
He gets $1. He
Ah.
gets to win those tights. Oh, yeah, this one I like. All right.
Please don't say that ever again.
Vintage Toronto, Canada.
Oh, wow.
Skyball
In
paintball
great
tournament
condition.
shirt. 2000 Skyball shirt. Yeah, there you go,
20
ladies and
years
gentlemen.
old.
Yeah, but tell
That
me
was
you don't
quick
have
math.
20-year-old T-shirts in your closet.
Yeah,
I think
better
we
get-
all do.
Oh yeah, we do. I guess we do.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Matt, you're going to bid first, but let's see if we can get some bids in on this. So it's a used T-shirt, ladies and gentlemen, of Skyball 2000. That is when they had an indoor event in the Sky Dome in Toronto.
Which is the Rogers Center.
Rogers Center, where the
Or is
Blue
it
Jays
sold now?
play.
Still Rogers Center.
I think so.
Raptors, where do they play? ACC, right? So they
Yeah.
would know.
Scotiabank.
Scotiabank.
Yeah.
All right. Elliot Darnu says $13. Flo Salmon says $34.99. Kenneth Klein says 16 fluid ounces of hand sanitizer. There we go. Dan Black $54.99. Bill Scribner $39. See, I think you guys are all on crack. It's a used T-shirt, but on the same token, this is a collector item.
And in great condition, too.
Who's in the cage? Who's using the cage at Flag Raiders Facebook?
I don't know.
Somebody in the cage.
I don't know.
Someone's using the cage at Flag Raiders Facebook.
I don't know. It's either your wife or
Your wife?
Children?
my wife. Because they would dare
Not-
not,
not
watch this
mine.
as their own.
Every now and then, Meg Fed tunes into this nonsense.
So who's bidding first? Mondu?
Mondu, what are
He
you
won.
thinking?
$25.
$25. All right. What are you thinking, Garvin?
$50, Bob.
Really?
Yeah, I'm getting that crazy.
Because I've got a bunch of brand new, near brand
Okay,
new.
you're not selling
Planet-
shit right now.
I
Just
know.
bid.
Planet Eclipse T-shirts from like 2005 that all have stitching on them that I should be selling. I'm gonna say $18.
Okay, Kenneth Klein says $9.99.
Isn't he related to
Robert
Who's the Klein dude? Oh,
Ralph.
Calvin.
or Robert Klein. The cage
Sweet.
at Flag Raiders says you won't even figure it out. Look at you.
That's great A sass.
Ramon Cortez says, does it come with a surgical mask? Very good. Brandon says $19.99. I have no idea what his last name is. I apologize. Who else needs to bid? That's everybody. Okay, this sold for $29.
Who got it?
You know what? Maybe I have a touch of the 19 right now because I'm not thinking straight.
Who was successful?
I think Matt got that
Again?
one.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a very nice one.
All right. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is an AGD pump mini mag.
Mini
Power
mag.
feed.
Extra springs.
Wow.
That's an aftermarket reg on there. I don't like that.
Sorry. Can't have everything.
Take it off, Joe.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. This gun is not approved by Matt, but it is still for sale. Whoever is on the cage for Flag Raider says, I pretty witty. Their grammar's not very good.
Quincy?
It might be my 6-year-old. All right.
Maybe it's Finley.
So, all right. So here we go. Who won that, Matt? You're going to get to go again. Tim Fusker Hodge says 149. George, hey, 129.
Really?
Really?
Well, George says 125.
And Mitch says 375.
Mitch who?
Wojnik.
Wojciech.
And
He's
Greg
in the-
Muscat says 240. And Mikey Everett says 75.99.
What the hell? Really?
I
Yeah.
think a lot of people just don't realize the.
Magnificent.
Is there no resale value on that?
No, there is for. Yeah.
Okay.
Eric Park says $125. And Dan Black says 375 or best offer. There's no best offer. This already sold. I'm not selling this. And Bobby Dow says $700. So we now have
There we
both
go.
ends of the spectrum.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's put a little money where the mouth is. What are you thinking there, Matt?
I'm thinking the cage is calling you out there, Tickles.
I saw that. I would like to know who that is. It's bugging me now. All right. What are you thinking, Maddie?
$250.
All right. Flo Salmon says 220, and Brandon says 115. Bill Scribner 256. What are you thinking, Gavin?
300 even.
Okay. Devin Schwartz 135. Elliot Durneau says 225.
What
do
do
you
you say,
thinking?
Gavin?
3.
I'm gonna say 375.
I'm waiting for you to say, I said none of your business.
Watch
I
it
don't have-
rewind.
I
Jerk
don't have
face.
my spreadsheet going.
All right. So this, ladies and gentlemen, Hammerman JFT3 says pump marker $140.
I hope it went for more.
And
too.
Nima in the live chat says, do you read the comments on here? No.
No,
So this sold
Never.
for $425.
Who got it?
that was me.
Joe.
No.
Someone got it
I
right
said
in
375.
Someone got it spot on in the chat.
Chat, yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're not
And that
here.
was Holmstrom.
They want to come to the studio and sit in here and get kudos, tolerate this for 5-7 years or whatever it is.
All right. I have something that I'm not sure if what I would bid on this. So you guys are going to have a hard go. So guys in the live chat, please help them out. Octane paintball gun.
Oh, that was the only cocker threaded shocker.
It also looks like this has been been hit with a pair of with some sandpaper, as if someone was trying to
Turn it into a punk.
do something.
Maybe it was baked.
And it's got who made those grips? The girl
Hybrid
grips,
Yeah.
booty grips. Wolf should do a booty grips segment on Wednesday, or Thursday, whatever day he doesn't do something else.
Where are you going with that?
Mature Monday and Tata Tuesday and Wicked Wednesday and Trashy Thursday and Freaky Friday and
And Sunday's the Lord's Day.
Sammy Saturday when he does a guy wearing a pair of overalls with no shirt
Is
underneath.
that why he post pictures of sexy nuns
That's right.
on Sundays?
That's right.
Nothing but ankle.
All right, back to the task at hands, guys. Octane shocker. What do you guys think? Hammerman says, look at that grip on it. It's classic. Absolutely. Ramon Cortez, $2.99. Mikey Everett, $55. You guys all need to get together and kind of come up with some. Yeah. What are you guys thinking here? Dan
KJ
Black, $280.
Cage at Flaggers, $450 if it says vintage. Who is
Yeah,
that?
that's true.
It's Matt or Todd or something.
It's not me. My hands are off my keyboards. All right. Who won that, Gavin?
Yeah, I did. So I'm going to say $300, Bob.
Okay. Joe, what are you thinking?
280.
All right. What do you think, Matt?
$200.
Bill Barnes asking, is it supposed to be weathered? I think that's the effect they were going for when they grabbed the sandpaper. All right, you said 200? What did you say, Gavin?
I don't know, 300.
Joe?
350.
You have all overbid.
I don't know. What
Really?
Yes, sir. Matt, you had the lowest bid at
200.
200. You've overbid. Josh Zubizabricka says 275. But you
What are
guys
you,
have,
stupid?
you-
He overbid.
he just typed it in and delayed. Don't give him a hard time.
No, do it. Really. Give him a hard time.
Yeah. All right, Matt. Another bid.
It's an hour,
125.
it's an hour show.
125.
125, Gavin.
100 even.
Okay, Joe.
$80.
$80. This sold for 116. Gavin for the win.
Yes.
Congratulations, friend.
Don't touch me. It's
Oh,
6 foot radius.
Oh no! Can I have your hand sanitizer? It's not
This
even open. What good is it?
next up for bid. OG Reds paintball barrel bag.
Ooh,
This could fetch a lot or nothing.
I got some of those.
Matt, what's our time, by the way?
We're getting close. 49 and a half.
You know
49
what?
and a
That's-
half? Okay, well,
that's
we'll get through
fake
this.
News anyway.
Ooh.
So I'm just reading Josh Zuby Zabrickus' comment. You didn't win shit. Same with when I was out in the desert combing it all day.
Yes.
I ain't found shit. All right, Gavin, what are you thinking on this?
I think there's no value on that. I'm going to say $15, Bob.
Yeah. Joe, what do you think?
I don't know. It's $8.
$8. Mondu?
I'm gonna go with $1.
You jerk. Why are you going to play it like that?
This sold for $24.95. So Gavin again.
Yes, on a roll.
What did you call?
15.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, let's end that there since Gavin's...
Yes, I'm a champion again.
I am out of Prices Right, Matt, if you're ever... Yeah. So here's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you this one more time. Here's what's going to happen. Every day this week, we're going to have a re-airing of a show every night at 8 o'clock. Saturday night, we're going to do a live show called The Quarantine Show every Saturday night while sports are out. Gavin, Joe, myself, hopefully Josh...
Some
and
special guests, whoever.
Maybe some special guests. Maybe we'll have our call-in show that night as well. Yes, Joe.
I wanted to just give a shout out to the Los
I was
Angeles.
wondering.
I was wondering the Los Angeles Ironmen for winning the NXL Las Vegas, and kudos to my friend Nick Slowiak. I hope I can call you Nick Slowiak, my friend. For having a victory. But on another note, as I was looking through the rosters, does anyone know what Nick Slowiak's middle name is?
Rudiger.
Yes.
What is it?
Rudiger.
It's not Rudiger.
It says it right here on his bio if you read it. Sorry, I thought we told you that before the show.
No.
And if we can all be like little Rudiger.
His middle name's not Rudiger.
It doesn't matter what his name is.
The point is... Oh, do what you will, Day.
Whatever.
All right. Thank you very much for watching, guys, tonight.
May the
And again,
virus get you.
so...
It's like a Star Wars movie.
So the Quarantine Show, guys, this Saturday night at 8 o'clock. We're trying something new. Come give it a shot. We'll have our live chat open. We'll have our phone number live. We might take some call-in shows. We may talk paintball, or we may not do any of that. Join us and see what happens. Also, every night of the week, we're going to be re-airing shows at 8 o'clock every night, so that aside from the live shows Mondays and Saturdays, you'll have Behind the Bunker every night of the week until this whole thing dies out. So if nothing else, this show will kill the virus.
Or kill you.
What's the time, Matt?
It's time.
Okay,
All
so
right.
guys,
8:57.
thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys want to listen to us on Facebook, YouTube, or you can listen to us on the RTF Sports Network. That's our radio syndication, or you can listen to us anywhere that you get your better podcast. Gavin, thank you for being on the show.
Wonderful to be here, folks.
Joe,
And
thank you for being on the show.
Again, hit like and share. And make sure you share that graphic for the Quarantine Show on Saturday, because it's going to be legendary, my friends.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in tonight. And don't forget to buy a membership at Flaggerters. Go to the Flaggerter Facebook page or Instagram. Click on the link, and it'll take you to Flaggerter discounted membership, where you'll save nearly 20% on an annual membership right now. I limited the quantity to 50.
And if you guys would like to continue watching the show, we're going to do our after show /podcast. We're going to stay live on YouTube, so head on over to YouTube. And if you guys are listening to us in podcast right now, don't go anywhere. Podcast will continue in just a moment.
Don't be a freeloader. If you liked what you hear, make sure to hit the share button below. Also follow us on our social media outlets like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, ICQ, and now MySpace. If you want to join the conversation, post your comments and we might read them on the show.
All right, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I am super excited about our Saturday night show, I'm not going to lie.
Me too.
Because we don't necessarily have to do paintball, and we seem to get into other topics. And there's, well, Gavin, there's some grievances I'd like to discuss on Saturday.
Nice.
If Josh is unavailable Saturday night, I wonder if we can get him to call in. Like we can get him in a remote, like a, yeah, we'll see.
Studio C?
In Studio C. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
How about we just bring in a guest host?
Josh Zuby's a brickus. Yes, we should bring in some people. But let's see how the Saturday night goes first, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. So what did you guys think? Did you have a fun time? I didn't even ask you guys about the show. I have to be honest with you, I haven't had a chance to listen to it. Did it go okay 2 weeks ago?
I would say it went pretty well.
I went okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Wanting to do that again?
Doing a show again?
Yeah. No, like on your own without
you?
like, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I actually prefer if you're not here.
Attaboy.
I think it really connected with the audience. They loved it. Less Todd, more action, and it was good.
Nice. Oh, there's a mistake on our Facebook page here. Yeah, so I'm happy to be back. I'm happy that our interwebs are working, and I got to be honest with you, I'm really nervous because the last 2 days our internet here has been really sucky. Rogers have been having some outages, and I think it has a lot to do with people working at home and people being at home. If you think about it, if all these people are being quarantined at home, the only thing you can do is watch Netflix and
Chill.
We had some lag too, so that was unusual for us. But I think it was just the whole neighborhood.
yeah.
There was just more demand for it.
Yeah, and I think too, like my kids are home for school for 2 days already. They have 3 weeks to go, and both of them were pretty bored today. So I don't know what's going to happen come next week.
Let's go to the mall and hug everyone.
Milo was bored, and Meg conceded into him going out to the backyard with his Red Ryder BB gun and target shooting. So I brought a couple boxes home.
Nice.
From the indoor, and we made up target with some different size circle things in the refrigerator, and he and I were out plinking with the Red Ryder BB gun.
Cool. I have some targets if you want to take home.
Yeah, maybe a couple targets.
And they mark. Yes, you can put a hole through it, but it should mark it too, so you'll be able to see it from 20 feet back.
Nice.
So he had a paintball mask on, and I had a pair of Oakleys on because that's all I needed. But anyway, we had
fun. What are you, an airsofter?
I have an airsoft. They were ballistic rated.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
So you don't have any antique cans lying around?
Any antique
cans that he could shoot
I don't know. I guess we have some cans.
My precious cans.
Precious.
I was charged with wanting and destruction of
we'll see
said
what we
antique
have. But
cans.
we took out a cardboard box and we're shooting at targets. But we'll take out some cans, I guess.
So how fast could it? Okay, my parents didn't love me, so I didn't have one of these. How fast do these things shoot?
I don't
Like,
know.
are they fast? Are they like? If I shot you from across
Could
your
you
yard,
outrun it?
would it
No?
break skin?
It depends where it hit me. I don't know.
Are you naked or
I'm
clothed?
wearing. It was. I don't know. You
Well,
guys,
let's
I'm
talk
not
about this.
asking what you did this
I'm gonna
afternoon.
Google-
I'm talking about the scenario.
Let's have Matt ask if he's naked.
Well, don't you have access to a chronograph?
Oh,
or
in a better
whatever?
voice. Do it sexy like.
Wait, what? Sorry? I'm clearly not paying attention.
There, I'm looking for the FPS of a Red Ryder BB gun on about 270 feet per second.
Yeah.
Actually, that's pretty.
Did you know that Tom
That's pretty
Hanks
fast.
also eats Vegemite?
I saw that, but he put an insane amount on.
George Hay says Tom Hanks and Gavin both eat Vegemite.
So I just do a schmear. He was caking that son of a bitch on.
Ugh.
That's why I got sick.
Yeah.
That's what's kept him alive.
So Mitch wants to know, why does Gavin have mustard and Vegemite next to him? In case he gets hungry, duh.
What are you, stupid?
And Dan and Hardy says, green atomic pickles or yellow atomic pickles, what's the difference? The green ones were the OG original ones.
I think the
yellow ones are newer, and I think they might be softer, made of different material.
I think so, and they may work. I think they reconfigured the shape a little so they work with detents. The original yellow ones, green ones don't work if you use a paintball marker or gun with a single detent. They roll out. But we've tried to modify different detents, but we can't get one to work. So there.
Yeah, that's the downside. We were talking about it briefly on the pre-show there, or the show. But Model 98s don't really like the atomic pickle because the ball detents fit right in the grooves. Any sort of gun like an EMEC or anything with the smaller diameter ball detents, they don't like those either. I don't know what gun.
Oh, and apparently an Azodin works.
No, they don't.
Well, apparently, I'm just telling you.
No, the ball may not fall out of an Azodin, but the Azodin doesn't work.
I've heard that the Azodin paintball guns, because of the detent work, I don't even know if an automag would work.
If anyone's listening right now that owns a Zodin, could you send a a video of you shooting it if it works? I'm just curious.
I don't even think it works in the factory.
I know that there's people out there who swear by their Zodins and
New sponsor of the show.
I've been standing by Zodins and swear by them too because they're not working.
Boom.
Yeah.
I did appreciate their booth at Extravaganza.
Did you go in?
I showered.
Yes, that's true. At any point in time, they could have just closed the shower. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was pretty bad. So whatever. It is what it is. And I figured out who's...
So did I. Just noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't see it anymore, but maybe what I'll do is I will just... Maybe I'll... Should I delete it?
No,
Should I remove him? Leave him up.
Leave him on. It's fine.
He's the original cage door.
guy,
He risked his life to set the cage up many a times
Yeah,
at the top
so
of the scaffolding.
Ah, all right.
Kavan?
No.
No.
He can stay on. It's fine. It's harmless.
Yeah.
Skeet,
I like.
skeet.
Skeet. That's right.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we end this podcast? But what's going to happen is, should we create our Saturday night quarantine show? Should we put it up as a podcast
I
too?
think so.
Yeah,
if you
why
can.
not?
If it's
I
not
think
too
so.
much more
I think
work.
while we're still alive, we can squeeze out some content.
Skeet's still watching. He knows who it is. There we go. Despite the fact that we all signed a petition, he still had a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good dad. I see him on Facebook all the time. I miss the fact that he used to have fresh potato chips that he could offer.
I
Never
know,
did.
that's right,
Flavored
never
discs.
did.
Flavored
He
discs.
never did.
Salty
He never
flavor
did.
discs.
Oh yeah, I get your chips whenever you want. Then, well, let's see them. Oh, now you're moved away and you don't even work there. Nice ploy.
Yeah. George, hey, with the
Hey.
final comment of the show tonight, he says, I sent an Azodin in for repairs, and it came back with more problems than I sent it in with. Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you, Gavin and Joe, for being on the show. Thanks, Josh, for nutting. Maybe we'll have him in on the live show next time. But thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.